Harmful off-platform speech or behavior. If Roblox has credible evidence of the commission of egregious behavior by our users outside platform, we may take action against those users' accounts and content. Such egregious behavior includes, but is not limited to, association with organized crime or terrorist and extremist organizations, harassment, bullying, discrimination, or otherwise harming people outside of Roblox, or being charged or convicted of certain egregious crimes, engaging in certain illegal activities, or encouraging others to do so. Messing with a channel of my size and specifically not caring much at all, which I'm about to show the footage of, is not exactly going to save face or save your reputation. Now, messing with me is probably one of the worst things you can do, as I have a long, extensive history of exposing people for over the past year, maybe 2 years or so. And that is not going to be a little good for you. On the other hand, I will say, Candy, if you want to be continuing the pair that you are doing, you can continue to do so, but it won't be as defended or as protected for a very long time, as I'm going to use this video as evidence against you. Alright, Candy. I think it's more of a block. I don't know what is going on here. Candy. You have something to say, Candy? Girl, come on. You're Candy. You're Candy on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, and Roblox. You're named a certain way. Literally sent me numerous invites across different times, across different time zones, across different hours of the day, or across different days. And I tell you, the reason that I do not know who you are or who Candy is argument is exactly what I'm talking about. That's not going to work. I have numerous screenshots, which I'm about to get through, that are a lot more worse than these, because not only is she lying, she's been hanging out with different men, and has not only did this numerous times before, but is very experienced at it while deleting her accounts, while mostly deactivating her accounts in order to hide her tracks. Is there a reason why you removed me from your socials? Just curious. Because it happened today, and I have screenshots of it happening today, where you were originally added, but now you're not. You suddenly shifted. I'm just a bit confused. Yeah, that's true, but you had... Yes, you have a boyfriend. Yes, that is true. Which is why I'm confused as to why you still removed me. That makes no reason. As a matter of fact, she was actually trying to pull a fast one on me. We had numerous calls discussing numerous personal things that I can actually put out on the video, just in case, you know, she needs to confirm certain things in the comments down below whenever she sees this video gets posted. I will ask very clearly, what have you been trying to do? Why have you done this numerous times before? I said I wasn't going to try talking between you two because I said I will allow you guys to do your thing. That's what I said, because you marked together. I didn't want to be stepping in, so I was like, I'm just gonna leave you guys to do your thing. That's what I said. And you randomly unadd me the same exact day, like if something was doing, like something went wrong or something. And I'm like, what happened? And I was like genuinely confused as to why you removed me. Because I have all the screenshots and images and video recordings to back up the conversations we had, which is why I'm very confused as to why you still removed me. Because, like, I genuinely was in support of what you were doing. It wasn't, like, something I was doing out of, like, cause, right? It was something I did out of sympathy. I was like, okay, cool, she's back with her boyfriend, you know, the one she broke up with, and now it's coming back. And I'm like, now you're trying to do the who's candy act. Because your usernames and other usernames online have been archived by me, and you're playing some character now. Sometimes people have things to hide, and often usually purposely make their accounts really private, and often try to hide their tracks by deactivating their accounts on Roblox, TikTok, Instagram, wherever they can do it. Here are evidence and photos of me being added to her in different numerous platforms where she was deactivating her accounts, hiding, going deleted mode, go on Instagram or TikTok, deactivating her account, or maybe keeping active. This is me with friends with her talking about my music, saying, hey, stay safe out there. We were besties. I don't know, for some point, this is her sending me a photo of a drawing she made, and this is a photo of me adding to her way before, days before this happened. Here's a photo of me added to her on Instagram, and she's on Threads as well. Crazy. Which confuses me the most. I was like, I'm confused. This video is going to periodically get worse over time because not only does she start asking for specific personal things, she does finally discuss certain personal things with me and says certain personal things with me and sends me personal things with me, like photos of herself. And she even sent me a voice clip. Fortunately, she was brave enough to send me a voice clip of hers, which, by the way, I'm going to show you very soon. And we talked about numerous things about politics, the economy, the jobs, personalized mini pots, jokes, stuff like that. It gets worse over in this video because not only does she just sent me, she's one of the very first that once I added her, she sent me.
So basically, I went through the same thing because last year I have moved out of my house. I was renting some place for myself, a studio, and then I guess I couldn't really pay it much. I don't know, it just got so complicated for me. And I went back to Sacramento, where my mom lives. She's currently in California, so I was in Utah at the time, so yeah. And Utah is like the cheapest place ever. Like, imagine that. Like, wow. Shitty ass economy.
Drop it, gang. Huh? Like, is there unfollowing people does not mean beef? Blocked? Look, people who I know, usually when they follow me, they don't usually unfollow and block at the same time. Like, you literally called me you called me your best friend and had numerous calls with me and sent photos and exchanged images with me of the artsy kind videos, challenges, ideas. You talked to me about your family, and I'm like, this video is going to go slowly go into a kind of descent that's going to be those are the kinds that where you go, oh, it's going to slowly get worse. And it does get worse. As a matter of fact, she says some very certain things online that I think should be concerning to say to anybody that she meets online. And she's been doing this numerous times before, which I can tell because she's very experienced at keeping her accounts very hidden. Now, she's also broken down her depression, sent me some really crazy, inappropriate things. But, I'm an adult and I consented to it. But here's the thing is that I'm going to get there once I get there. And boy, oh boy, she has a lot to explain because there's something that she says, I'm famous in the bathroom, I'm meant to be famous, that triggers something in my head like somebody that has had numerous issues back in the past where there are things that she's done that possibly have triggered the amount of stalkers that she has, which probably is something related to how many times she's befriended and betrayed somebody. She's also had numerous calls with me, lots of numerous calls with me, in which she said lots of inappropriate things with me on the call, where I had to act like a person who was normal and go, "Oh wow, she said that thing to me." She said that to a full-grown man and called me a said certain things. And then she admitted to her fears, cried on call, and even said some really crazy personal things that even I should know I shouldn't say on the internet. But I'm sharing here. I was also let's say, an emotional scaffold for her, where she basically stepped on me and basically used me as an emotional support. And I'll get there soon when we get there. But yeah, lots of something to do with how the people she pissed off has something to do with how many fans she has that follow her in game. What could have caused her to unadd me the same day she says that she has a boyfriend? I'm like, I understand that I can't be a guy talking to a girl who has a boyfriend most of the time, but that doesn't mean removing all of my accounts and all three socials, which is a bit different commitment. Candy, I've literally screenshotted and recorded everything you said to me these past few days, because I felt you were up to something. I'm not going to do anything harmful except just like have you explain to me why you had to commit such act. I don't see I don't like I have no reason for like I have more questions than answers. Like trust me. I have more questions than answers. Blocked? That isn't gonna do a thing. Okay, where's Mark? Need to find Mark. I gotta find Mark. Because I feel like Mark has something to do with this, and something about Mark had given me bad vibes about where the two were going, because Mark was certainly... He had no clue who I was. As a matter of fact, if anybody's curious, Mark had no clue who I was. When I tried speaking with him, he had no clue I even knew who Candy was. And I was like, that's crazy, because I would assume a girlfriend who cares about their boyfriend would tell, hey, look, I got this guy, I need to unadd them, maybe, they're too close to me and stuff like that. I gotta remove them. Like I would understand that from a perspective of a woman who was talking to two guys at once in such a way. So, and then you decided to not do that. You didn't discuss it, and Mark doesn't even know, which is crazy to me. Like, this is gonna be... I gotta put this online because I'm actually genuinely surprised at how Candy went from the exact opposite over to like throwing away somebody, unfollowing them, blocking them, and then acting as if they don't know who I am. Which, by the way, I have all the photos and images to back up with. I'm actually genuinely impressed that the very same person who was sympathizing with me is the same person who would discard me like I can be discarded away just like that over a guy that they like. That is crazy to me. Because not a singular boyfriend and girlfriend that I know would have done so to their best friend. It would be understandable when the best friend is a bit creepy. Okay, understandable. But that's overkill. That's overkill. And I know you go on calls with people for long periods of time, so if ever this is on call, I want to say, Mark, how did Candy not tell you about me? In case Mark's there, you know, because I heard that she calls Mark on from different places. I even had added her friends to see just in case, but I now that I'm connecting the dots on the spot, I'm genuinely shocked and impressed that Candy would discard somebody just like that. If any of you guys are curious, I'm gonna put this on the YouTube channel. Cause like this is it's a bit absurd. Let me unmute everybody real quick. Alright, I unmuted everybody. Alright, it's cause some person was playing some French music in the background. I couldn't put that in the video. Alright. I gotta wait until Mark appears cause Mark probably has something to say himself. By the way, I do have you on video. On video. Wait, give me a second. Is anybody there? Because this is gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go on YouTube because I got all the screenshots, videos, and calls and audios. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, they're wearing a... And this other account is named The Real KSI, called It's Bio 1. I think these are their all accounts. I think she's confusing what I mean by what I mean. What I'm trying to say is that if you had a boyfriend, I was supporting both of you. I said if you can't talk to guys, tell it to me and I would have unadded you, I would have given you both distance. You didn't do that. You just removed me and then started pretending like I didn't know you. That makes no sense.
Hey, I'm here. Let's go. Hey guys.
The streets game too? What do you mean? To my right? Yeah, that's them, that's them, that's them.
What do you mean that's them? What you been saying about me?
I'm curious, do you know who I am?
Who are you?
Wait, so you don't know who I am? Candy never told you about me?
No. I don't know your name, bro.
I won't tell you my name just yet. I just want Candy to explain herself. She knows. You know, take her advice. Take her advice.
Aren't you guys?
You wanna mute them, Velvet. Velvet, you gotta mute them. These guys are just gonna ramble.
Wait,
There.
I know you. I know you. You're her friend.
Yeah, what's my name?
Like in bathroom, hangout game. The game.
What's my name? I had a name.
8Z something.
Dang, she never really told you about me. That's crazy. She's just his friend? Yeah, I'm just her friend. You know that. Totally just her friend.
Yeah, you met like what last week, G?
No.
I think so.
Yeah, what day? What day?
It doesn't matter what day.
You should know that. You know, that's easy to find. She could tell you. Don't take it from me. You'll believe her. Don't take it from me. Just ask her. She'll know.
Well, you don't go by sheep. I thought you did. Wait, what are you?
He doesn't even know what he's like. He doesn't even know who I am or when.
Wait, why would I know who you are?
Because I thought she would tell you. I stuck to keep the stalkers away from you. Oh, but why are you doing that though? So, a people's stalker, says Jason. He actually knows her home, knows where he lives. I'm H-word. Wow, that's a crazy line, I tell you. That is so crazy, crazy. She doesn't know who I am. I don't know why she would say that. Who knew? Oh, of course, with time, yet one remains. Lol, what? And pardon, I'm just editing stuff. Oh, the leg up emote I have. What could this be? What a familiar game. It's like one of those games that I've seen before. I wonder why it's so familiar. You know, after doing numerous research, I found out that, wait a second, it's one of those games. Oh, wow, look at this image right here. I see Blocked and Mark doing the thing the same time that I was still sending messages over to Blocked and she was sending me really scuffed content. Well, we're finally getting there. So the game that they're playing, along with different few other games, is called Ellen Community. She's also joined different groups and stuff like that. This is the game that she plays. Anybody want recognize the scene that you saw from the photos earlier? Well, guess what? There's more. It is the actual game. So not only are they soliciting sex on Roblox and doing things that they shouldn't be doing, they're doing it and doing it with other people. I invited you. So sweet. I'ma rest. I'ma watch reels. Crazy. Crazy few. Not that bad. Not too occupied. Not there, right? There's no way she would amp this up, right? Oh, Hibiki California. Real good show. Quite the Yuri bait, though. I say that jokingly. And then she starts sending me stuff like this. I'm like, oh, interesting. Wonder what this stuff is. Wonder what this is. I can't even show this on YouTube because not only is it just US breaking, it's also inappropriate. Here you go. Oh, those photos are quite amped up there. Definitely AI, stuff like that. Wow. You know, the same person who was doing this with me at the same time while hanging out with Mark. Oh, can we call? Yes, right now we can if you want. We should call. This is what. We should do this over and over every night. Like,
Yeah, she said you're her friend
yeah, yeah, it's a he.
and that you like guys.
Both. I like both. So why haven't you told both? Like, how did she not tell you about who I am within the time that she's here?
You have a way of yapping.
Yeah, because I got you guys on video.
What?
Yeah, I record this stuff like right now.
Okay.
Not on my phone. I'm a PC. I have a full setup.
Recorded.
But
Everything's
like,
backed up by servers.
I just want to be sure.
So what does that mean? You're recording.
I just want to
like,
be
why you
sure. No, I
started
just
that?
want to be sure. Who am I? You should know who I am.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
I just want to
Everyone knows
confirm.
Mark, though.
Like, I just want to confirm because, like, some of the crazy times require you to do certain things, and certain crazy things require you to do certain crazy stuff. And man, oh man, she sent the full-on package, the full-on lines and phrases. Oh, she sent in the full-on reactions. She sent in the full-on phrases that trigger things in people. Wait, is that a GIF? I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just a song. Maybe Sweet Dreams. Maybe the song Sweet Dreams or something. Who knows? So, in case you want to try doing accusations like those again, and with all of these gifs and reactions and things that she's saying, and things that she says, oh, I feel so bad. Oh, let's talk about the food that you eat, or let's talk about the things that you're sending me, or your parents, or your interests and what you want from women that you like, or maybe it's something about your bisexuality. Maybe something about your parents' sickness, like your father, where you live in California, or the way that you look, or maybe the body shaming you suffered when you were a young kid. And I was like, I was gonna full in pivot and make sure you were still doing fine because you had certainly dealt with trauma. But sometimes on the other hand, there are days where you sent me stuff that's like, whoa, and I had to certainly talk back to you the same exact way. I shared back the same energy, you gave me the same energy back, and here we are. The same person who says the N word like this so freely, who is a cheater, who is toxic, and not only is breaking to US and has done this numerous times with her boyfriend, seemingly, in quotation marks. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Right now, she's not being faithful.
She's what?
She's not been faithful, man. I tell you, I got it, all the screenshots and videos and video call logs, everything. And if you don't care, that's okay with me. If you're into that stuff, I'm not, I don't have like, I'm not judging you, but she's been doing some crazy stuff behind the scenes while you both were split, and I don't even know if her story is true. Were you both originally split and then you came back together? Like, is that true?
Bro, who's killing us?
He can't even speak up for himself.
I was killed while I was talking.
Yeah,
I can't even speak for myself.
I'll let you answer. I'm giving you time to answer.
What was the stupid question?
Okay. So,
Wala then.
so you really were completely clueless? She just left you clueless and never told you about what we both did? Never?
It don't matter what you did.
So you're not bothered by somebody double teaming? I mean, if you're into that, I don't judge.
That's just a game. I do the same thing, bro.
So you double team behind her back as well? Like you
Behind her
guys,
back.
you
What?
guys, no, I mean double teaming, as in hang out with somebody else.
Yeah, that's just. I
Like,
did it with 10 people actually. In this game, we had like 16 people.
yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I'm not judging. That's why you both were both unfaithful. Like you're, like
So
that's,
what's your point?
it's not,
Um,
I don't judge.
I don't have a
That's why
problem.
I'm saying I don't judge. If you're fine with her hanging out with other people, that's
No,
fine.
listen. So I do it with 16 people.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the problem?
No
There's
problem.
no problem.
You at least admit it. You admit it. That's fine. You're being honest, right?
Of course, I always admit stuff like that, bro. It's funny as fuck.
So Candy's totally fine with you hanging out with other girls.
Yeah, that is my dad.
So you're fine dating other people behind each other's back.
Well, you're dating?
You said you're completely fine with this, so I'm assuming you both do it.
That
You're not giving me
dating, you do
any
that.
tangible arguments back here, dude. So you guys are completely fine doing that. I don't judge, right? You guys admit to doing it with all sorts of people. Not on Roblox. I mean with people off Roblox. Right?
What? Where'd that come from? That
That's what you just said. I said hang out with other girls.
trying to instigate.
That's what I'm here for. I'm just
Yeah, we
asking
should-
questions. I'm not gonna be the softy two shoes. Right?
I'm stuck. That bro, you got.
You both haven't said anything tangible so far. Like, this is gonna be on video, and this is incredibly embarrassing, like, to watch. At the moment. Like, I'm not you, dude. Like, I'm not as unfaithful as to hang out with somebody else behind their back. And I'm not meaning Roblox. I mean it, like, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or other platforms, and hang out with other people and saying things. Like, that's sending photos, doing, like, activities that are adult stuff and all that. That's what you're admitting to. Right?
Let me not do stuff. So you're saying is that's what you do? Because I didn't say anything.
Dude, I've only
Yeah,
been
you're-
asking you
you're
this
putting
question.
words
Do
in
not
my mouth.
pivot. Pay attention. You're
putting words
pivoting.
into
Pay
what
attention.
and you're
Pay
giving
attention.
The answer.
You gotta
to
pay
yes or
attention.
no.
Stop giving me a long answer. Pay attention. Alright.
Like what?
Dude, you are putting words in people's mouth. I have
You
never
mean
said
I'm
that.
gonna-
Okay, first off,
You want me to
you're
say
saying
yes
you
or
hang
no
out.
as an answer
You
after
are
say
saying
so much stuff?
you are saying that you're hanging out with other people offline besides on Roblox. You said you do so, so you both aren't, like, you both are fine with
No,
hanging
you
out with
added
other
that.
people.
Halfway through, you added that. You were like in the game.
I didn't say in game. I haven't even said that part until now. Dude, this is on video. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
can just
yeah.
reverse back this and look at the part where you said this, where you admitted to doing poly relationships. Do you know what a poly relationship is?
Yeah, I didn't say anything about that. All I said is,
Dude, you don't even know what you're talking about. Do you don't know what they mean?
I don't really care.
So you're just inexperienced.
Ooh, it's a beer.
You're just incredibly
You're
inexperienced. Like, this is a game
Yeah, but what
that's
does that
18 plus,
say
but like my
about?
channel is not for kids. Like, I'm very transparent about what I post, where I go, what games I play, what people I talk to, because like I have a following. So at some point, somebody's gonna screenshot whatever I send them, which I expect. So they should expect the same back. At this point, it's
So
kind of
what
like,
video are you
so
making? Like, what is it about?
on you both,
Like, what's the video about?
you both. It's not
Like,
my first
about
time.
what?
It's not my first time though. You guys are like, you really dug yourself a grave. You dug yourself a grave, dude. All right.
What's the video about? You're not like an AI sex video of me? Like what? Yeah, these guys are screwed.
Alright.
I've been at the content creation. I think it's time to quit.
You said this game is what?
Alright.
Dude, you don't even know who the
Sound-
Frell I am. You have no idea what my name is or what I
Yeah,
do.
you're right. You're right. Oh, you're
You can go away now.
Really bad.
Alright, you guys are done.
Oh my god.
You guys are... It's no good.
That
Alright?
guy.
You guys,
Hey,
you're
wait,
not
is he
gonna
dead?
grow. You're not gonna apologize. You're not gonna change.
Wait,
what
I
do
can't do that
have
for you.
have a cat.
You're
WhatsApp?
both
You're
adults.
Benny.
I can't control you. I can't do
Thank you.
anything. You're both adults and you decide to do this. You're screwed. You'll get consequences.
What?
I hope you learn your lesson. Alright?
Well,
I can't
have
do
an
anything
idea.
about these two. These two are like
Let's do that.
crazy, right?
What
Just
did
like,
you do that's
A challenge. Nothing
Alright.
personal, alright? No? Right, okay.
Alright, I'm gonna mute this guy real quick. I just want to hear these two. Because these two, you are screwed. I'm not exactly merciful as most content creators because on my channel I don't usually hold back. Unlike
Alright,
most
go
content
do it,
creators,
man. I don't
unlike
know what
most
you're talking
content creators, I actually show evidence rather than ramble about it on a video. Because I've told you I've made thousands of videos before. I have learned how to edit by then. I just want to say, you guys are humans at the end of the day. You still have things going on, but you really did yourself a really bad one today. So with that said, we're going to end the video here. Welcome to our first notes, folks. So I would have said if I had started the video with an intro like that, know your rights, don't engage in violence, show Donald Trump that he has no chance against us, fuck ICE. I did tell Candy before this, fuck ICE, very early on. At least she's not conservative. I feel like she's done a really huge mistake on her part for doing such behavior. I hope she, repents for everything that she has done. Not just to me, but to prior victims that might have been, a victim of this as well. Because she's very experienced at this, and somebody that does this very strategically by deleting accounts, making it private, and keeping things locked away, making sure nobody sees things until she has a very deep trust in them, says a lot about her character. So, to mark right there, you broke TOS, and I can't even say her name, by the way. I can't say her name. But you, Candy, and Mark, you're both fucking screwed. You fucked up, and you're definitely fucking screwed, and you're gonna definitely fucking dig your grave. You're so fucked that it's unbelievably insane. So, at least I got you guys to admit things. I even had to make sure to get a little bit of mood seconds. I gave you guys a few benefit of doubt to make sure you guys can make an argument back. But, people who have no shame and currently have no care or think that I'm not gonna do as much are certainly overestimating or underestimating me in different many parts. So, all with that said, stay safe out there, protest peacefully. As always, Projecttian will be here. I've been at for 8 years. We're trying to make it to this 10k subscriber goal. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a like down, on the comments. Leave it down below. Join the Discord server, link in the description below. And as always, that will be it.